I had sold the Legend 4. This is so embarrassing, bro. After all the money I put into that car, bro, me saying this number, this is so embarrassing. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Car Venture Reg, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you guys how much I bought my old Legend for, how much I sold it for, and how much I put into that car. So if you guys are interested in that video, I definitely say stay tuned. This will be the final video concluding the yucky. I want to get this out the way because y'all know I like to be real transparent on my channel. I like to give y'all everything. I like to tell y'all everything just so you could try to avoid certain mistakes that I did. And I can say that I caught an L with this Legend. But let's go ahead and get into the videos. So first things first is that I bought the Legend for $1,000. I paid $1,000 cash for the Legend. After that, I went to DMV and I paid, I think it was $650 in back fees with the tag. So now I'm already at $1,600 with the Legend. And then when I first had bought it, I had a check engine light on. Well, actually, when I first bought it, it was missing a hose, so the car would like completely die because I forgot what hose it connect to, but I had to go to AutoZone and go buy that hose. And I put it on, and it was about for that hose was like, I think it was like $5 or $10 or something like that. And then when I had first bought the car, it had a check engine light on it. So with the Legends, it doesn't have a OBD2. It has OBD1. So you can't just hook up a scan tool and then you can read off the scan tool to see what code it is. No, it's not like that. You have to hook it up, hook up something, and then it'll blink. And then how many times it'll blink, it'll let you know what the code is. You have to look it up on, online now, but it'll let you know what's wrong with it. So I didn't have a OBD1 scan tool. I didn't know how to do it, so I took it to Acura. So I took it to Acura and I paid $180 for a diagnose. So now I'm about to tell you guys the story, what happened with Acura. Well, I would never go to Acura Concord ever again. Horrible. I dropped it off for them to get the engine code, right? That's all I dropped it off for. That's the only thing I wanted. That's what I told Brad. I said, I just want to know the engine code. If we can fix it, we can fix it. If not, oh well. All I want to know is that engine code, right? So it's going on a couple of hours. So I give them a call. They're like, oh yeah, we haven't started working on it yet, and blah blah, this and that. I was like, all right, cool. Give them another call at the end of the day, see like, have they been working on it? Yeah, we just started working on it, but you probably won't be able to pick it up tomorrow. I said, all right, cool with me, right? The next day they called me. They said, hey, just wanted to let you know, we got your Legend in the shop right now, but you need a timing belt, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that, and also we couldn't get the code because we need more time. And I was like, all right, well, it is what it is, it's already there, but you're gonna have to pay another $180 for a diagnosis. I said, what? So I got mad. I'm like, bruh, like, I literally told you all I wanted you to do was check the engine code. That's it. I'm like, y'all checking timing belts, and I said, for you to even check a timing belt, you gotta remove the drive belts, the alternator, the pulleys, and then take the timing cover off just to look at the timing belt to see if it's bad. So I don't believe y'all did all that. Y'all just running a whole bunch of BS, trying to sell me something just because the car is old, but y'all didn't even do what I told y'all to do in the first place. So I was mad. I talked to the manager and all that. But anyways, I had to pay the $180, but I would never, ever, ever, ever go back there ever again, because that was just so stupid and it was just so dumb. It was the only shop I can go to because they was the only one that could read that code, because I actually went to Honda, but they told me they couldn't work on it. They can't pull up a code in the Acura. It's some stuff like that. It was just a whole mess, bro. It was a whole mess. But anyways, I had to pay another $180 for that code, and I found out that it was a EGR code. So back then I didn't know that you had a tube for the EGR. So he was talking about cleaning the EGR and all this other stuff. I'm like, cleaning the EGR, that don't make no sense, right? I'm like, bro, all I know is that like on a CL, it has an EGR and you replace it. So I'm just thinking they trying to get one over me. But anyway, for that service, they was trying to charge almost $2,000 for that. I said, swerve. No, you're not finna get me for that. I ended up going to take it to City Alignment. My boy Cisco, and he did the timing belt, water pump, dry belts, spark plugs, valve cover, thermostat, engine mounts, and I believe that's it. And seafoamed it, but I believe that's it. I could be missing something, but for all of that, I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think I paid anywhere from $2,200 to $2,800. It was around that price range I paid for that. So I paid for all that to get done, and I'm thinking like, man, this Legend finna be on the road. We finna have a good Legend, because I bought that Legend strictly for a commuter car. Now I didn't know the Legend has so many problems. You got a car, then you got a Legend. You know what I'm saying? A Legend's not a normal car. So if you are trying to buy a Legend, just know, man, hopefully it's 3.5 swap, but if it has a 3.2 in there, man, make sure they baby that 3.2, because I'm telling you, man, that car is so just tedious, bro. Like, just so much, it's just real tedious, bro. Like, everything has to be right for that car to run good. So just make sure that the 3.2 is good and healthy before you even think about daily driving it, because that car is a headache. So anyways, after I paid that, notice that the engine started burning oil. So now you got white smoke coming from the exhaust. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought the heads were blown, but it was the valve stem seals, and that job was over $2,000. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna pay for all that. I just paid a lot of money for this car. I'll just drive it around with the white smoke. If you guys been watching the Acura Legend content, you know that it was real hard for me to get these plates, man. It was so hard for me to get those plates. So backstory, I should never even bought that car. I don't even know what I was thinking, man. I just wanted me a commuter car, and I felt like, you know, Acuras are good cars. I always wanted a Legend, and I'm thinking like it's just gonna be, you know, just minor fixes, get it on the road, and we in there. But it turned into a headache, man. It turned into a headache. But if y'all know, man, it was a struggle for me getting those license plates because it wouldn't pass smog. So anyways, I got it to pass smog, and I had got the plates finally. Then after that, I bought a new battery. I bought new tires. The tires was, I believe, $400, like a little bit over $400, and the battery is like $150. I think, yeah, the battery was like $150. So I paid for that. And after I got the tires and I got the battery, I was driving it for a cool solid 2 months. I was driving for a cool solid 2 months. But during those months, I was like, you know, I'm gonna get these upper control arms, because I know that the upper control arms was bad. So I got the upper control arms. I believe that was like $600 with the parts and labor. So my bad, y'all. Camera cut off because it overheated. Problems with these GoPro Hero 8s. But let me go ahead and finish this video. So anyways, like I was saying before I had bought the control arms, I had got the inner tie rods replaced and all the brake pads replaced in that car, and I believe that costed me with the parts probably around $300 to $500. I can't remember everything. I left all the receipts in the car when I sold it, so I can't remember everything, but it was around that price range. So after that, I was driving it, like I said, I was driving it for a cool solid 2 months, man. I was commuting it to work and back, you know, taking it around the city. It was doing really good until one night. One night it started overheating, and that's when I parked it, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with this car, you know what I'm saying? So I parked it for how many months was that? I'm gonna say 4 months. I parked it for like 4 months. At the time, I was thinking like, do I want to sell this car and get rid of it, or do I want to fix it? But I know I'm going to need the 3.5 engine. That was my plan with that car, was putting a 3.5 engine in it and fixing the body along the way. But I remember it was this one time I was like, you know what, I think I'm about to sell it. And I was talking to B about it. He was like, bruh, just give it some time. And you know, I was like, you know what, all right, you right. I'm gonna just treat it as a project car. And my focus was a 3.5 until 2.0 came up. If y'all know 2.0, it's the new Legend I just bought. If you guys haven't watched the Take and Delivery or first drive video, I say go ahead and watch that right now. Way better condition than the Yucky. So that car popped up. So when I found out one of the guys in the group was selling it, I bought it the same day. And it was in his garage for, I believe, a month. Yeah, it was in his garage. It was in my boy B garage for a month. So shout out to you, B. I really do appreciate you. You already know. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and sell the Legend. At first I was gonna put it on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace, but when I pulled up to it, it had a lot of mold in it. Now it was raining so much in California, like we had like crazy storms, and I guess the seals are weak in a Legend, and it was so much mold, and it turned green. I'm like, oh my God, no. So I did not want to clean all that. I tried to do the best I could. When a tow truck driver came, used a lot of bleach wipes, but that still wasn't helping it. So I ended up selling it to Pick and Pull, and the amount I sold the car, y'all gonna be like, bro, you took an L, but it is what it is, because I don't really call it taking an L, because I had got a good Legend out of it, you know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I took an L. I'm just trying to make myself feel better. But I had sold the Legend for this is so embarrassing, bro. After all the money y'all put into that car, bro, me saying this number, this is so embarrassing. But all I could do is laugh at it, and all you could do is learn from your mistakes and go along with life. And I definitely learned from my mistakes, as y'all can see, like I told y'all in other videos with 2.0. I do not want to drive that car, or I do not want to put anything on that car until I find out that 3.2 is healthy. And I'm sending it out to Sacramento. I'm sending it out to James, and he gonna let me know if the 3.2 is healthy. If it's healthy, then we go ahead and put money into the 3.2. If it's not, it is what it is. We gonna get that 3.5. But all I know is I need to find out if that motor is healthy enough for me to put money into that car. Because like I said, you got a car, then you got a Legend. But anyways, I'm stalling because I kind of don't want to tell y'all the price that I sold the car for, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the price that I sold my Acura Legend, the first one, the 94 Acura Legend LS sedan, I sold it for $344. Me thinking about it, I get so mad, bro. Cause it's like, bro, I put so much money into it. Like, the amount of money I put into that car, I could have easily had a 3.5 for that car. But it's a good thing I didn't get the 3.5, because if I would have put the 3.5 in that car, I would have never been interested in buying 2.0, which 2.0 is a way better car than the first one. So I look at it like that. But yeah, I invested a lot of money into that car. I was hoping that it'll be my daily, because I wanted to do a lot of things with the G37 and the G35, and I didn't want to travel with these cars back and forth to work. You know, I had other plans for these cars. I didn't want it to be on the road. I just wanted to just get something cheap, and I know that was reliable. And I was like, oh, Acura is a Legend. I always wanted a Legend. I bought one. Like I said, though, you got cars and you got a Legend. I had a Legend. Ugh. But I sold the car for $344. And yeah, man, $344. The car was gone. Pick and Pull got it. It's probably squashed up by now. I don't know. I wonder what that car doing right now. I don't know. Anyways, as y'all can see in this video, I invested a lot of money into the car. And if you are interested in buying an Acura Legend, I'll always suggest you go to someone who knows about Acura Legends, and they diagnose the 3.2, if it's a 3.2 in there, to let you know that it's okay to drive it and to put money into it. Now, if it is a bad 3.2, it is other options. You could put the 3.5 motors in there. The 3.5 motors come out the Acura RLs, which are way better than the 3.2s, because those 3.2s blow them head gaskets. As soon as it get hot, them head gaskets gone. So it's like, you know, those cars are, that 3.2 is real tedious. So like I said, if you're interested in buying a Legend, my honest advice is just go take it to someone who knows about Acura Legends. If you live in the Bay, go take it to James Ma. He's in SAC SS Auto, and he'll be able to tell you the whole rundown about your 3.2, if it's bad or if it's good, or, you know, what's the suggestion is, you know, with the Legend. So but if you buy one with a 3.5 already in it, you're good to go. You can daily drive that thing. You can take it however far you want to go. But if you got the 3.2 in it, I always say just go get it checked out first before you put any money in it. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, man. Be better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, go ahead and leave me a like right now. Don't forget to comment. I'm really trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so I would definitely appreciate if you guys could go ahead and subscribe. Also turn on post notifications. I post very frequently now. I'm trying to get to a time to where I could post 3 to 4 times a week, but currently right now I'm only posting 2 times a week. It's better than 1 time a week, so definitely support. And I definitely appreciate for the people who have been supporting, watching every video, liking every video, commenting, subscribing, all of that. I definitely appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.